So this gate goes to Thrace. Although I'm assuming it's locked. I can't unlock this without the proper key. Yes. So, backtracking to Iolaus. I know I'm making myself look like uncultured swine for having no clue how to pronounce that name, but fuck it. I'm just gonna call him Steve instead, because I'm tired of trying to pronounce his name. Hello, Steve. Oh, look, because the water is flowing again, I guess the vines aren't dead anymore. Plants don't come back to life when they die, if you give them water. Like, dead is dead, just like people. Good news, Herc. The river water has rejuvenated the vines. They ought to hold my weight now. Do you want me to go topside and check it out? Sure. You got it. Oh, now I'm him. Oh, okay. We just have switchable characters. Well, he attacks with a staff, which actually has a 4-hit combo instead of a 3. He can still attack behind him. That's pretty cool. Yes. Glorious climbing animation. Although the rustling sound effect for this absolutely sounds like they're still dead dry leaves, not freshly rejuvenated green leaves. And he has to have his man cleavage hanging out in the open too. I guess that's just going to be a continuing theme in this game. Hey! Oh god, there's enemies here. This kind of looked like it was a settlement of some kind. He doesn't seem to hit as hard as Herc, which I guess makes sense. Or these guys just have more health, I'm not sure. His hair also doesn't floof while we run, which is a little disappointing. Where the hell am I, and why am I looking around in here? What the fuck was that sound effect? That was like a musical stinger or screeching sound? I don't know what the relevance of that was. That's like the kind of thing you would do when some monster just appeared on screen. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a feel for the combat. It's actually not that bad. It is very stiff and awkward, but you can get a feel for it. There's a lot of people shooting me even though they don't have angles. These guys also just spawned in. Or I guess maybe drew in, because they kind of faded in. So I guess they don't render every enemy to save memory. Also, this guy's not strong enough to pick up enemies while they're dazed, which, again, makes sense. I do hate, already, that the enemies don't drop their money until they have fully faded out. They don't just drop it as soon as they fall over and then fade out. You actually have to stand there and wait for them to fade out. What is with that musical stinger? That is so weird. That's a weird burst of grunting. I think he's stuck. Yeah, he's like totally stuck because he's on a slant or something. It does make the combat kind of tedious in that now I have to stand here, wait for him to fade out, then I can grab the money. It'd be so much nicer if he just dropped it immediately. I wanted to try the rearward attack there. Just like with Hercules, the rear attack seems to do really good damage, but these guys just do leaping attacks, so you can't just wait for them to come up on you. These archers are pissing me off, by the way. Okay, fine. I'll take the arrow guys out first. Except I don't know how to get up to them. Okay, never mind. I'll just get close enough they don't have an angle. Except now the camera's fucked. These guys faded out? Oh yeah, they're still here. Man, the draw distance on the enemies is just really bad. Oh no. And here I was saying you get a feel for the combat, but I'm almost dead. So, why the hell am I here? And why am I fighting these people? I'm just like running around. I'm just, at this point, just looking for whatever reason I'm here, but what is that reason? I'm just waiting for something that looks like a switch or item, I guess, but maybe that bizarre stinger is just part of the music. And as the music loops, it eventually gets back to that, because it has no relevance to what's happening on screen. I know I don't, like, need to fight everyone here, but they all drop money. Also, the AI seems reasonably good at intentionally circling around you while you're blocking. I've noticed them do that many times. If you just block, they start circling around to not be facing the part of you that's protected. Which is actually reasonably decent AI. They don't just wail on your block, they actually try to get around it. Also, these healing items do hardly fucking anything. Ah, that leap attack. Damn it. Yeah, I'm really tired of standing there waiting for the money. Yeah, see, look at him circling around. I'm kind of impressed by that. Let's just get out of here. It looked like this direction was sort of the way out, or... I don't know. Is this the way out? Are there just yet more enemies who will murder my face? Oh no, it's the exit. Okay. Oh, and it suddenly became night. Okay. I do like the fireflies. Are you an enemy or am I in a town? I'm in a town. Okay. Did you see? Did you see? See what? Ares swooped down onto this town with his army of soldiers. Then, he made the poor mayor of our town a prisoner in his own home. Wow, that sucks. You bet it does. Do something about it, protagonist. Why is it suddenly my job to be the hero? Because you're the protagonist? Well, let's see if there's, yeah, farmable barrels. Ooh, the rearward attack actually works from the front, and does indeed seem to do more damage. Should I enter the tavern? Let me guess, it'll look exactly like the other. Oh, it doesn't. It does look different. Well, the guy behind the counter looks the same. I'm sorry, Steve. I don't have anything to sell you today. And there's nothing upstairs. So this tavern is completely pointless. I feel so bad for Sherrius. Who? The little girl in the house next to us. What's the matter with her? She's lost her cat. Oh, that's tragic. I like kitties. Rumor has it, Steve, that Ares is trying to take over the throne of the gods. Wow, what a dick. It's not a very helpful rumor, though. Hey, Steve. Hi. What's behind those big doors? I don't know. I was warned to stay away from them ever since I was a child. Warned? Well, when I was younger, I was told that a monster lived in there. A monster, huh? Just like the one they told you was also under your bed, and that didn't turn out to be true either. I'm embarrassed even to mention it to you. Yeah, you should be. That was a very stupid thing to tell me. Only a god could survive in there. I would be eaten alive. I don't know why he says that, because he doesn't actually know what's in there. It's lovely how the moonlight reflects off the surface of the pool. Or is it moonlight at all? Something's gleaming in the pool. I wonder if that's my hint that there might be an item in here. What's this? There's a tiny key at the bottom of this pool. I almost didn't see it. It's a good thing that guy talked about how beautiful it glimmered. It was sort of a non-puzzle. Did you hear that noise? It sounds like a cat meowing. Oh, I wonder if it's that one that the little girl lost. Man, these puzzles are so rich. Well, let's go in here. Another empty house and an identical looking woman. I think something has happened with the gods, Steve. We get no answers. Wow, I'm glad I came in here to get that line of dialogue, because it told me so much. Oh, look at that kitty. It's rendered very strangely. It's like super scrawny. Oh, and it ran away. Yeah, he just runs away even if I'm slow. Okay, I'm guessing I need some sort of item to lure the cat. No, I can't quite make that gap. Oh, you must be the one with the missing cat, because you seem very despondent. Where? What's wrong, little girl? I've lost my cat. That's that thing I was already told, and yet I'm gonna act like I didn't know what the problem was. Lucy's small and has black fur. Where do you think she might have gone, even though I've already seen her? She usually climbs to high places, you know, because she's a cat. Don't worry, little girl. I'll find your cat for you. That creepy old woman frightens me. What creepy old woman? The soothsayer. She's so secretive. Well, maybe you shouldn't be such a judgmental prick, you fucking weirdo. Oh, yeah, this woman again. Did they only have one female character model? It's ridiculous. I wonder if Ares' visit has anything to do with the disappearance of the gods. That didn't really mean anything to me, but sure. And this is on a higher plinth, so is this the mayor's house? No, it's just this woman again. I'm so hungry. Let me see if I can get you something to eat. Well, I have a bag of flour if you want to eat that. No, I'm clearly going to have to turn it into actual food. Also, why is it my problem she's hungry? Surely this is something she takes care of every single day. Or she'd be dead. Thank the gods! Wow, your outfit is, interesting. It's extremely sheer, so I can just see your underwear. I'm not complaining, but I applaud your bravery for wearing it. Listen, bud, the other gods and I have noticed that Zeus has been missing for a while. Bud? It's a weirdly modern way to put that. What do you mean, missing? I mean that no one has seen him for quite some time. There are rumors that Ares has something to do with his disappearance. Yeah, I'm noticing a theme of everyone saying Ares is a bit of a dick, so it wouldn't surprise me if he has something to do with it. There's something else, Steve. What's that, Aphrodite? I hear that he's planning to release the Titans. Oh, my god, okay. That would be catastrophic. For sure. Which also sounds weirdly modern. Tell Herc when you go see him next that he should go see Hephaestus in Alpsius, which I think is also where I needed that, to deliver that letter. That's a good idea. I'd better get going. Good luck, little dude. That's also, is her thing in the show that she talks weirdly modern? Because that's like the third instance of like her dialogue standing out. Also, it's very strange that, once again, her house is identical to all the others and completely empty. Nobody even has a bed. It's strange. So I don't think I've been in here. Is this the mayor's house? Help me, kind sir. I am trapped in an energy sphere. Ares has imprisoned me in this magical aura. Only the Gem of Dispel, TM, will free me from this wretched tomb. Please free me from this aura, which is a repeat of a sentence I already said. Okay, so I come back here with the Gem of Dispel. That's pretty self-explanatory. So let's go pay this asshole. Greetings, warrior. Would you like to pay homage to Apollo with a 100 donation? Sure. The acolytes of Apollo give thanks. Please accept this medallion of Apollo as a token of our appreciation. I'm sure that's important, but I still have no clue what it actually does. So let's head back up to where the cat is. So I don't know if I approach it slowly or if I have to block where it's running to so it can't run past me, or if I just grab it on the way by. Here, kitty, kitty. Come here, Lucy. That's a good girl. Okay, so now I don't know if I was allowed to grab it simply because I was actually moving slowly enough this time, or if it just always runs away until you've talked to the girl that wants a cat, and once you've talked to her, it then doesn't run away. Fear not, I have returned your cat. Oh, wait, no, I have to go into the fucking inventory for... Oh, and it didn't work. I hit A and it didn't count. A, there we go. I know someone who misses her friend. Yay, thank you, Steve. You're welcome. What's your name? My name's Sherrius. I'd like to thank you by baking some goodies. I'm out of flour, though. Do you have any? Well, you're in luck. I am carrying a big old bag of flour around, which you'd think would be a huge pain in the ass by now, but luckily it fits in my magic, infinitely deep pockets. Here you go, my hero, a fresh date pie. Smells delicious. Unfortunately, I'm apparently not allowed to eat that because I think I'm now expected to give that to the woman who said she was hungry. Also, how did she cook me a pie when she has no kitchen, or furniture, or anything of any kind because her house is completely barren? She doesn't have a fireplace to cook anything, or a table to prepare ingredients on. Don't ask questions. She just made a pie. It's fine. Hello, starving woman. I will give you this pie. Would you like this date pie? Yes, I would. Delicious. I ate the whole thing in one bite between sentences. Your kindness has proven your worth to me, Steve. Please use the secret entrance that I have set up via the fireplace. Man, that's weird. Well, what do we have here? A secret entrance. And they're gonna fade out because I have no clue how I managed to climb through the fire itself, but whatever, it didn't hurt me, so I guess that's good. I don't know why I'm doing this or what's up here. It just feels like progress, so I'm assuming it's good. Oh, there's a chest there. Beautiful. Now, does this take the key I got earlier? I really wish the pause screen, when you hit start, it just came up on the inventory here, because I've needed to access this inventory many times now. I have never once needed to access this screen. I wonder what this hidden chest will yield. A gem! It looks magical. Oh, it's the Gem of Dispel. Oh. Also, there's no way to get back into her house through the secret... How the fuck did the fireplace lead to out here? I mean, I know it doesn't really matter. The point is it worked, but like, they didn't even try to make that believable, did they? And so yeah, the Gem of Dispel was weirdly close to this. I thought it would be like in a different area. We'd have to go through like a dungeon or something and then come back. Free at last. You've done well, my boy. Yes, indeed. You know, I was once the proud mayor of Thrace. In fact, I still have the key to the city. Let me see, where did I put it? Ah, here it is. Beneath one of my many fat folds. It's yours as a token of my gratitude. I'll bet Herc could use this. Aren't you cold now that your leggings are wet? Yes, thank you very much. Well, that was a non sequitur. Hey, I see that you found Sherrius's cat for her. You are a true animal lover. Actually, no, I did it for purely self-serving reasons. I'm going to save, and then I guess go back to Herc? And presumably that area I just went through is gonna have all of its enemies respawned. Although I don't think I ever talked to this person. Doesn't it give you the creeps how quickly night blankets this place? Totally. It's weird they acknowledged that, because yeah, that is the thing that stood out to me, is as soon as I came in here, it was instantly night. Why would you then have a character point out how jarring that is? Oh, and yeah, now it's day again. Is that intentionally jarring and weird? You know, lampshading the oddity of it by having a character point it out doesn't actually change the fact that it is awkward. Yeah. And I don't know if there are any items in this place I've missed, like if there's chests somewhere I haven't quite been to. Oh, the block actually works from behind. Oh. Well then why do enemies loop around me? Weird. Yeah, the block is omnidirectional. Okay, I thought it wouldn't work if they were behind me. It clearly does. Well see, I was worrying about positioning, and I guess I don't need to. I don't like that enemies get knocked down, though, because then I just have to wait for them to get back up. Which is really just a waste of time, because nothing happens while they're down. I mean, as Herc, sure, I could then pick them up when they're dazed, but even that is kind of slow and clunky to do, so I'm not gonna bother. Oh, I love the rearward attack. Especially with this guy, it looks so nonchalant. Like, he doesn't even turn his head to look behind him. Also, why is the only way into this place to climb some fucking vines? What do you do in the off-seasons? Hello, Herc. I went on a very strange adventure. Involving cats and pies. The key to Thrace! Well done, amigo! That's strange. I needed this. So we go back here. Select the fucking key. I don't know why I can't just click on the door as long as I have the key. Eureka! Off on another adventure. That melody is very familiar. Like it's very nearly a motif from something else I know. Oh my god, the water is freaking the fuck out. I see, now it's kind of alright. Yeah, now it's alright. It's holding still. Is it just as I move around? Yeah, see, now it's freaking out again. I think it's only while I'm moving. No, it's just unreliable. That is so strange. At least the water texture itself looks alright, although it does look like it's been directly modeled off of Ocarina of Time's water. It is extremely similar to that. Can't ledge grab that. Oh, this combat is so dorky. It's not terrible, but it is remarkably cheesy and awkward looking. Which may or may not be intentional. I don't know how cheesy the action is in the show. So we have an archer there. Well then what's back this way? Oh, it's a lever. Okay, yeah, I probably should flip this first time. A switch! My god. Die. Oh. Oh, that did hurt him. Okay, I was gonna say, it looks like throwing doesn't do damage. Also, the coin fell through the floor? Oh, it did. Weird. A switch! I don't know what they did. Oh my god, this whole tent business is fucking boring. God, the texture on those tassels is surprisingly sharp, though. Oh my god, climbing a ladder is really difficult when you're Hercules. I can't move this switch. Perhaps I have to activate another one first. Oh my god. So then let's go back the other way. Oh god. Oh, I can't quite make that jump. Which is incredibly awkward because it's now going to take me 100 years to get all the way back around and try again. I'm gonna try running a little further. Oh, just barely. Okay, but that one flipped. Now this one back here. Stupid little crawler. Why doesn't he go 2 rungs at a time? It looks so dorky that he's carefully going each rung at a time with his little bent over wrists. Like, it's just such a terrible animation. Which is weird, because the animation is otherwise fairly solid for the era. Oh my god, now I'm punching wolves? Oh, and they make those horrible sounds that are always used for wolves. That are weirdly loud for some reason. I don't know why those sound effects have to be so loud. Especially when the fact that they're really loud just draws a ton of attention to the fact that they're placed in correctly, because every sound is. I'm gonna follow this water instead. And for some reason you can't run full speed when you're touching water, which makes sense when you're like shin deep in water that you wouldn't be able to run full speed, but just barely touching the water at all shouldn't slow you down. Oh, that's just a loop around back to where I came in. Oh my god, so many wolves. See, here's where I kind of wonder, did the show involve... Were there like scenes in the show where he punched his way through entire packs of wolves? Somehow I doubt it, but... Then again, if that does happen on the show, I really need to watch it, because that sounds hilarious. So why are wolves dropping money? Ooh, another switch. Is this the last one? What the hell did they do? Did they just unlock this door? Should I enter the race? Was that locked? Why did I flip all those switches? We have another one of these. I'm assuming you want 100 bucks. To Artemis, sure. Ooh, this door is boarded over. No one's home. Yeah, that's why it's boarded over. Could rip them off and... Oh, these are boarded over as well. So maybe this town is just fucked. Which is why the music is not peaceful at all. Weirdly, I'm not allowed to punch barrels. I have to throw them. Even though with Steve, I could attack the barrels. So you'd think Herc would be able to do either. But hey, at least we're getting better healing items now. Although I can't tell what it is. Oh, it's just a loaf of bread. Which actually has texture to it. It's not just a solid color. Look at that. Oh, and it fades out almost instantly. Well, that's annoying. Oh, hello, Steve. Fancy seeing you here. Gonna look around a little more before I talk to him. But I'm getting the solid impression that there is nothing here. Well, let's check the tavern. I'm assuming it's just a guy who'll sell me potions of questionable utility. Yeah. It's weird. It's almost as if this entire town has been deserted. What gave you that idea? The fact that it's literally deserted because there's nobody here? This must be Ares' doing. I'm still investigating the cause of the problem here. And by investigating, I mean standing by this fountain and doing jack shit. I'll help out when I've gotten to the bottom of this. Which I definitely will by just standing here and doing nothing, other than looking weirdly reddish pink. Why are all the skin tones in this game extremely strange? Except Herc's looks fine. Herc's skin tone looks like it should, and then this guy's just like vibrantly red. I mean, compare his skin to mine, he just looks horribly burned. Alright, I don't think there's anything to do in town. So do I just leave? That appears to be a way out. To Alpsius. Oh, that's actually where I'm supposed to be going, I think. I need to go talk to Hephaestus, right? Is this another exit? Garden of Shrines. That's a weird name, but sure, let's go in there, even though I don't need to. Ah, cheerful music. I'll just place the Medallion of Athena on the pedestal. Oh my god. The Shrine of Athena has been activated. I wasn't expecting it to be violent like that, but clearly there's going to be a shrine for each of these medallions. There's Apollo. The Shrine of Apollo has been activated. I don't know what this does. That's the Shrine of Zeus. I don't have that one, of course. It's a very curvy statue. Nice. Bit of a butterface, though, to be honest. There's the Shrine of Artemis. And then, presumably, when those are all in place, this will open. Where does this one go? Do not enter. Challenge accepted, motherfucker. Hephaestus told me that I need to use the Torch of Prometheus to unlock this door. No, he didn't, because I have not met Hephaestus yet, so that dialogue is completely out of order. San Tomanicus? Tomanicus? Okay, let's just go ahead and go to, Alpsius or whatever. I can't go out there. It's freezing. But that's where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so maybe I go get a coat at San Tomanicus. I've always wanted to visit the beach. It's weird there's a beach right next to a place that's too cold to go to. Oh, that looks like it's gonna fall out from under me, to be honest. Oh my god, and weird distorted perspective. It's like the textures stretch strangely. Oh, wow, that fucks with your head, doesn't it? Ooh. Oh. Alright, I didn't die. We're fine. Oh my god, I'm surrounded. Good thing my block is inexplicably omnidirectional. If you get attacked while holding a guy, he recovers instantly. You don't even drop him, he just teleports to standing up. Oh, I was hoping punching the tree would make a coconut fall on my head. That would be kind of amusing. Oh, dear God. I wonder if I'm ever going to get health upgrades. I can't actually take that many hits, to be honest. Yeah, especially with 3 guys at once, it's pretty inevitable that the openings in their attacks aren't all going to line up. So I'm kind of guaranteed to take hits. Unless I wanted to get really methodical about this, which would just be very slow and boring. Ooh, a cave. Is it exciting? What is peaceful music? I'll take care of this side of the path. How will you go about doing... apparently I know her. How will you go about doing that? I'm going to shoot enemies using my bow and arrow. And then they will die, because that is what shooting enemies with a bow and arrow does. To lock onto one of them, press the Z button. This will bring up the targeting bar. Pressing the Z button multiple times will cycle between them. Press and hold fire to activate the targeting bar and move the joystick to match the enemy's height. That sounds really bloated and overcomplicated. Hopefully it works better than it sounds. Release the B button to fire an arrow. To disengage target locking, press and hold the Z button. To go into first person sniping mode, press the C right. Press it again to go into full zoom. That sounds great. Okay, we are now a character I know nothing about. That gauge on the right is elevation, I guess. Nice particle effect on the path of the arrow, so you can really follow its trajectory easily. We can zoom in. Oh. And when you go into full zoom mode, it doesn't... See, like here, it has travel time. It doesn't even move that fast. But if I zoom in again, it apparently just hits instantly. That's fucking strange. Nicely, her hair is animated, so it floofs around just like Herc's does. Although it's actually not as nice of a hair floofing animation as his. Because it just sort of linear flaps up and down. His kind of bounces side to side. It's not as purely linear. Holy shit, the frame rate. And yeah, there is no travel time if you zoom in. The hitbox is very picky though, because you have to be aiming at like the exact center of their model. Hitting anywhere else in the model doesn't count, even though, like, it should? Oh god, I'm close enough that he can aim at me. Oh dear god, this is actually really awkward. I wish I could strafe around in first person, but no, I can only stand still while doing it, of course. Which then means I can't dodge their arrows. Which then means I'm going to do this very awkward thing where I try to take them out from an extreme distance before they've started shooting at me. But that's actually very hard to do because the area of their model that counts as targetable is so small. Like there, I'm clearly aiming right at his torso, but it doesn't count. I have to be like 1 pixel farther, and now it counts. So their hitbox is far smaller than their actual model, which doesn't really make sense. Look, I don't have the proper rune to enter. Well, I didn't know I needed one. Then I guess I will just trudge all the way back to Herc and switch to him. I guess I'm just not supposed to be this character right now. Which then makes it really annoying that the game didn't convey that to me in some way. Alright, I'm gonna try to... Yeah, there we go. Just get one of them. Back up. Yep. I'm really hoping for a save point soon. My other option, of course, is to run past these guys, and in fact, on these ones, I'm going to. Because this looks like an exit. It's just a shitload of water. Does this actually go anywhere? Oh, it does. Even though it totally looked like I was just walking down to a lake. Oh look, it's this woman again. Welcome to San Tomanicus, Hercules. When all of us girls heard that you might be visiting, we rushed outside to greet you. Well, I certainly appreciate that. Also, why do you all look exactly the same? It's kind of creeping me out. Oh my god, this music. Well, let's head into the tavern, where I'll then remark that there's really no reason to come in here. Except there's a surfboard above the door. Oh wait, there's a person in here. Hercules, it's been so long. Do I know you? Morrigan! You're the leader of San Tomanicus? That's right. Listen, Morrigan, I need the key to the Minotaur Labyrinth, and I don't know why I said Minotaur, I usually say Minotaur. No way! Why do you think I locked it up? Maybe we can arrange a trade. For what? Nothing short of exotic jewels sways my heart. Well, I guess I'm out of luck then. There's a swordfish above the fireplace. It's kind of an odd place to put a trophy like that, because it's just going to get all weirdly desiccated by the fire and degrade quickly. There's some kind of locking mechanism on this pedestal. Yeah, I'm guessing that's the door to the Minotaur Labyrinth, because it's weird he asked for the key to the Minotaur Labyrinth when I hadn't even seen it yet. So there's no concession made in this dialogue for making sure you've encountered the thing before the dialogue appears. Like that door where it said, Hephaestus said I need the torch or whatever. It's like, I haven't even met the guy yet, but that dialogue has to be there. Here's the thing for Persephone. Cool. The Medallion of Persephone. Glorious. Now there's just 2 more of those. Some people say it's too hot here. I say it's just right. Wow. What's going on here? What do you mean? The entire population of the town looks the same. Wow. I'm surprised they actually pointed that out. But it's also been true of every other location we've been to. We're all sisters, Hercules. Father decided not to name us as he's very forgetful. Wait, that is the worst explanation I have ever seen for reused character models. That also does not explain why you're all wearing the same clothes. Welcome to my bait shop, Hercules. Would you care for any bait today? It's only $50. I don't have a need for bait right now, but there's no reason it would offer me this if I didn't need it at some point, so sure. I will take some fresh bait. Ugh. Awesome. This music sounds like it should be in Glover, honestly. Hi, Hercules. I shuck oysters. That sounds disgusting. That's just wonderful. Oh, that's the whole conversation. All right. I guess what would you say to somebody whose only identity is that they shuck oysters? I need to get into the Minotaur's labyrinth. Why, though? Exactly how can I do this? Well, Morrigan has a key, apparently. The key to the labyrinth is in the custody of our newfound leader. Where can I find him? Her? Pardon? You can probably find her in the tavern, which I already know because I've already talked to her. Okay, sorry, and thanks. Also, why would he be shocked? He was like, confused. He's like, pardon? Like, I mean, it's one thing to assume the leader would be male. He just says him, and she corrects him as her. But then he went, pardon? Like he's shocked by that. Like, really? Clearly no woman could be smart enough to handle, being the leader of a boring-ass shantytown where nothing happens. I appreciate the help clearing these barrels, Hercules. Wait, why do you... You just want me to break them all? Why? I mean, barrels are presumably somewhat valuable. I mean, it'd be one thing if she wanted them moved somewhere else, but just destroyed? Now it just feels like you guys are desperate for an objective. There, I cleared your barrels. You're now gonna have to spend a ton of money making new ones. I appreciate the help clearing these barrels, Hercules. Whatever. Oh, thank fuck a scribe. Since all the barrels respawned, I'm actually gonna break some more because I still need healing. Sure would be nice if, like, talking to the scribe when you're in a town just healed you. This whole making me faff about with picking up individual healing items that don't really do much each, so I have to pick up a ton of them, is just a waste of time. Like, I'm not in a combat area. There may as well just be a full heal option here. And it would make sense if it was the scribe. Also, there's a pretty swanky sandcastle here. Look at all the detailing on that. They've, like, carved in, like, little windows in the spires and texture for the roof tiles, and I wonder if I can smash it. No, I can't. Such quality craftsmanship. Hello, ma'am. I never expected to meet you here, Hercules. What is so important that it warrants this special visit? I have no idea. I just wandered out here to see what you were. That's just dandy. Okay. There's a ship with yet another identical woman on it. Would you be a dear and get some items for me, Hercules? I cannot leave my ship. Of course. What is it you need? First, I need a fishing net to catch some fish with. Yeah, I know what a fishing net is. Perhaps one of the fisherwomen have it, probably the one in the boat. That's a good idea. Oh, she's only going to tell me the first item she needs. She said first I need a fishing net, so clearly there's going to be more than one item. And yet, instead of telling me the whole list, I'm going to have to go get the first item, come back, and be told what the next one is, as opposed to just getting the whole list at once. This is called padding. Hello, you. Can I have a net? How's the water? Just fine, ma'am. Ma'am? You must really want something badly. Am I that transparent? I am in need of a fishing net. Do you have one to spare? Why, yes, I do. This had better be for a good cause. I swear on my honor, miss. I don't know why he doesn't just tell her. Oh, one of the other identical nameless women here wants it. There's no need to be coy about it, Hercules. Oh, this music. It's not bad, it's just distractingly cheerful. It would be nice if this game had some kind of gravity, because so far that is what this is lacking, is any sort of weight whatsoever. Nothing important or, you know, dark or bleak. There's no looming threat. There's nothing giving this any gravity whatsoever. We really are just running around with cheerful music, doing banal chores. This is a fine net, Hercules. Okay. I am now in need of some bait. Oh yeah, I already have that. Here's some money to pay for the bait. Oh, excellent. This bait is nice and slimy, just the way I like it. I want to thank you, Hercules. I have some spare oysters left over from my last trip to the deep sea. Please accept some. Why, thank you. The oyster shucker in town should be able to prepare those for you, which I already knew because I encountered somebody whose sole purpose in life is to say, I shuck oysters. Also, this door is weirdly small. Perhaps you could shuck my oyster for me. Ha ha. No problemo, Big Daddy. Gasp! What luck, Hercules? This oyster just happened to contain a pearl. Well, I'll be. Thanks for the shuck, ma'am. Now, a pearl is not a gem, but I have this horrible feeling that Morrigan will accept that as payment for the key to the Minotaur thing. Which means I have to go in the inventory. Okay. Hercules, it's been so long. Morrigan, you're the leader. I need the key. Yep. Maybe we can arrange a trade. For what? Nothing short of exotic jewels. Will this pearl do? Oh my. You may have the key. Take it. Well, that was fucking exciting. I am busy examining this pearl, Hercules. It takes 100% of my brain power. It is very complex, you see. It's a sphere that is largely one color. So clearly we're going into there, but that means I'm going to save first. A Minotaur sounds very dangerous. Although I might try diplomacy first, because it worked so well on the Cyclops. Ugh, weird collision error. That key I snatched from Morrigan, and by snatched I mean she gave it to me willingly, should work here. I've already unlocked this. Oh, does the door just open now? The Rune of Griffiths should be useful here. What the fuck is... What? So I guess I don't do anything here until I have found the Rune of Griffiths, but I don't know what that is or where to get it. Which kind of makes sense, given that I had no idea why I would even be going into a Minotaur labyrinth. But that also means I now have no idea where I'm supposed to be going. So the only other thing then is I clearly need, well, I need a torch of some kind to go through one of those doors. The other door goes here. The other door goes to the place where you put in all the medallions, but I'm still missing 2 of those, so it's not that. Meaning the only other door to go through is the one where he says it's too cold. So I thought I would go get a coat in the next area, but this next area here does not have any coats. Meaning, I'm now wondering, am I supposed to backtrack to the tailor and just ask him for a coat? Oh, I love how cheesy this is. Kick to the face. Yes. Man, I love that back kick. But now I get to do this delightful jumpy bit and try not to die. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. I felt that deep within me. Oh, God. Oh. This wouldn't be so stressful if the jump felt better. The jump does not feel good. The movement controls in general feel pretty decent for the era. It's far from bad, but the jump is really jerky and not very steerable. You come down very quickly, so it's not a nice floaty steerable jump you get in like a Mario game. It's a bit jerky and brusque. Hello, Mr. Tailor. Can you make me a coat? How can I help you? Nothing today, thanks. Well, then obviously I need material to make the coat out of, but you'd think a tailor would be able to just sell that, and I could just buy it. There's definitely nothing in here. Just everything is boarded up. Well, I'm going to save and call it there, I guess. I went ahead and looked it up because there's nothing less interesting in a video than watching somebody just wander around aimlessly. And I'm glad I did look it up because now knowing what I was supposed to be doing. Also, is it just me or is the game crazy quiet? Maybe it doesn't save your volume settings. I guess I need to go back to the main menu then. Kill me, people. So I'm glad I did look it up because now knowing what I'm supposed to do, I probably would have ended up wandering around a ridiculously long time before I found it. So apparently, there is actually a building in Thrace that is not boarded up and is enterable. Which I didn't realize. I looked at 6 or 7 buildings and every single one of them was boarded up. So I went, oh, I guess they're all boarded up. And then once I talked to Steve and he said, it seems like this whole place is deserted. I took that as my sign that there really was nothing there. I took that as my sign, my indication from the developers that indeed the place is deserted. And so I didn't investigate further. Apparently I was not actually supposed to interpret it that way, because there actually is a building there that you can go into, and apparently in there I will get a sheepskin or lambskin or something. Oh, that guy just levitated at the end. That was interesting. Oh yeah, they didn't keep. Okay, that wasn't max, and this was, I think, 4 down. Weird, when I loaded my save, it did actually show those settings in that position, but the game was clearly quieter than that. Yes, and indeed now the volume is more where it should be. Weird. So it visually looks like it retains your volume settings, but it doesn't actually retain your volume settings. So yeah, there is some building here I can enter. It's not that one. It's not that one. That's not interactable at all. Also, it clearly doesn't go anywhere because immediately on the other side of that door is the wall. But that door doesn't actually go through the wall. So this room is apparently... What is that, like 3 feet deep? Which once you minus the thickness of the walls means there's like 2 feet of space in there. Look at that. That's not a room. No one could even fit in there. And again, that door does not go through the wall because, watch, I'll even prove it. We'll go outside the wall. And look, the door does not come out on this side. So yeah, that door apparently leads to a room that's barely 2 feet wide. That is so bizarre. I didn't notice that the first time I was looking around Thrace. This one, no. Oh, I just love the prospect of walking up to every single one of these doors. See, this is why I didn't do this. It's because I walked up to several of these, realized that none of them are interactable. All the other ones are boarded up. See, that one's boarded up. I was like, oh, no one's here, which Steve then confirmed for me. Okay, now I'm getting annoyed. That's the one you can enter because, yeah, if you look at it closely, the boards are actually broken. I ran past this more than one time because from here, with the angle correct, like sort of there, it kind of looks like there are boards over it because the resolution isn't really enough to tell you that there's edges to the boards like they've been broken. Anyway, here's a man that looks like every other man we've seen, who is in a completely empty, unfurnished room that looks like every other completely empty, unfurnished room we've already seen. So, this game is visually quite sumptuous so far, I have to say. Although, admittedly, I was going to point out, the character models in this game are actually pretty good. Like, the actual poly count on the character models is pretty high. Like, if you look at this guy's arms, there's like... his muscles aren't just drawn on as a texture. You can clearly see actual shape to the musculature of his arms, and his hood is reasonably well modeled. Like, clearly his face texture appears to be derived from an actual photograph. It's not a drawn face that I think that looks like a real person. For that matter, the texture is pretty high res. Like, his face there genuinely looks reasonably realistic. Like, I can tell that's a photo. So the environment graphics are incredibly bland. Like, again, we're in a completely empty, unfurnished room. There isn't even a chair for this guy to sit on. But then I'd say the character models genuinely look good. Like, not even just decent, but like flat out good for an N64 game. So that's at least something positive I can say. Anyway, hey, what are you doing? Nothing. Why are you the only person left in this city? And why did you make me run around it 7 times before I noticed your fucking door was open? Everyone else fled after Ares' skeletal minions wiped most of the townsfolk out. What are you still doing here? I'm just looking after their belongings, which are apparently nothing because I'm in a completely empty house. Yeah, I'll bet. You want to keep their belongings for yourself, you selfish little prick. Don't be so quick to judge there. I may have something for which you may have a need. Ooh, see, he didn't dangle his preposition there, even though in his sentence where he said everyone fled, he did dangle his preposition. Caught you? And just what would that be? The softest leather from the finest calf. Exactly where did you get this? Well, from one of the other townsfolk after they fled, after Ares' skeletal minions wiped most of them out. Were you not paying attention, Hercules? Never mind that. Would you like to buy it? I thought you were just gonna give it to me. You prick. $200, sure, why not? A fine purchase, sir. Just fine. Use it in good health. Or in bad. Whichever's okay. I'm leaving because you annoy me, and you look like every other character I've met. Yeah, I guess that's the trade-off of the character models looking pretty good, is we don't get very many of them. Also, Steve, there is one guy left. You didn't do a very good job of making sure you cleared the area. Anyway, now, presumably, we can head back to the tailor. Welcome to my tailor shop, Hercules. How can I help you? Nothing today. Oh, that's right, because I need to go into the pause menu, scroll over, pick the fucking calfskin, then talk to him. Welcome to my tailor shop, Hercules. I feel like we've done this already. How can I help you? A small calfskin. Would you like me to make you a small leather coat? I don't think I would fit in a small leather coat, but okay. 1 moment, please. Here you go. I am the world's fastest tailor. I don't think it's quite large enough to fit you, Hercules. You big fat piece of shit. I'm sorry, there wasn't much calfskin to work with. Well, if it's not big enough for me, that must mean I give it to Steve, which would explain why he's in Thrace. Oh my god, and I can't go through the door without opening the menu and picking the... How about you just leave it unlocked? Once I've unlocked it once, it should just stay unlocked forever. Stop wasting my time. And these guys actually drop decent money, so... Alright, that's a decent amount of money. I think that was probably worth doing. Wasn't terribly exciting, but it's not the worst combat I've ever seen. The worst combat I've ever seen is going to be, well, I guess that's still Dragon Riders, Chronicles of Pern. But the mercy on that one is that there's almost no combat in that game. You very rarely actually fight anybody. There's like some key plot points where you fight like important characters, but you're not just running around doing combat all the time. There isn't like general combat with nameless respawning rabble, which is very unusual for a video game. But merciful in that game because the combat sucks ass. The game I played just before this one, it might not be the one I upload just before this one, so that's why I'm saying it, because I sometimes upload things out of order, was Warriors of Might and Magic, which I want to say is kind of a close second to Dragon Riders in terms of terrible combat. Like, in theory, ostensibly it works. Like, there aren't huge issues with it. The real issue with Warriors of Might and Magic is the terrible controls, the horribly unresponsive controls, and the massive latency making the combat more difficult than it needs to be. But it does still have the issue that it's not very engaging because every fight goes exactly the same way. In that the solution to every single enemy in Warriors of Might and Magic is to circle strafe around them and then just do a two-hit combo once they attack, because once they attack there's an opening. So you just circle strafe until they attack, two-hit combo, circle strafe until they attack, two-hit combo, circle strafe until... and that technique works for every single enemy in the game, regardless of what the enemy is. So Warriors of Might and Magic was kind of frustrating in that, in theory, the combat actually worked relatively well. It wasn't horribly broken, but it just ended up being horribly broken by its terrible control latency, where it otherwise, if you didn't have latency, it would at least be passable. I'd say this combat works better than either of those. Well, it definitely works better than Dragon Riders, but so does slamming your dick in a car door.
Oh, fuck!
At the very least, I say it beats Warriors of Might and Magic in that there isn't horrible latency. Like, particularly on the movement, like I said earlier, the movement actually feels pretty good. It's nicely responsive, you change directions quickly, there's no soupiness to it. It actually feels really good. There's not much latency on the controls. There is some. Actually, yeah, there's hardly any, really. It's not the prettiest N64 game I've ever seen, but it seems to be genuinely solid on a technical level. The character models are quite good. The environment is less good than the character models, but is still competent for the era. Like this stone brick texture, the stone walkway texture, it's not bad. I mean, I can make out the individual chunks of rock. It's not crazy blurry. The color palette is not terrible because it's not just solid primary colors. There's a little bit of refinement to the colors where we do have stuff grayed down and less saturated. The sky is, of course, very saturated. That's fine. It's blue. Sky's supposed to be blue. But like this grass here, it's not just pure primary emerald green. It's a sort of yellowy green. It's mottled with the yellowy orange through it. And it's grayed down a bit. It's not full saturation, so... Color palette is not as boring as I have seen in some other games, namely Quest 64. The animation is pretty decent for the era. You get a lot of games with just stunningly bad animation on N64, and here, it's not too bad. It's a solid game, technically. It's not the most exciting thing in the world so far. Hey, Steve, what's going on? Oh, that's right, I have to equip it before I talk to him. Oh, no, I can't. He will just take it. You want me to take over? You'll probably need this coat, Steve. Thanks, Herc. Using this coat, I can probably trudge through the snow to Alpsius. And yeah, the running animations are quite smooth. I've seen much worse running animations. Actually, I've seen worse running animations in games newer than this. Like Fallout 3, for example, which I think still has the worst running animation of any game I've ever played. Should I leave Thrace? Sure, why not? I'm so warm and snuggly in my winter coat. That's a very strange line of dialogue. Although he still has an exposed chest, which does really defeat the benefit of a coat. And it's not even a coat, it's a vest, because it still doesn't cover his arms. So, not the most effective coat ever, but I guess it is better than nothing. We have nice ominous music. Nice haze in the distance. Ooh, snow particles coming in. Oh yeah, look how it has actually gotten properly foggy. Ooh, and we have terrible mountain men with hatchets. Who are you people? Oh, we're doing that weird stinger again. Oh, actually, yeah, that just reminded me, because that guy's sounds were coming out the left, even though I was hitting him to the right. Although I was saying this game is actually fairly decent technically, it seems, I have nothing but bad to say about the audio, because I cannot believe they fucked up the panning so badly. Where just everything's always coming out the wrong side. There's just no logic whatsoever to this sound panning. It's absolute madness. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, see? Yeah. You're fighting two guys. The gaps in their attacks get much harder to line up. Oh, Jesus. Oh no. Don't tase me, bro. Okay. Well, I'm almost dead. Hopefully there is some sustenance in this barrel. Oh, that's right, I can't pick them up as Steve. Wow, that was an incredibly ugly sound effect. Okay, so there was a separate path down there, which appears to just go to a dead end, unless there is an entrance right below me. But I think it's just a wall. Oh no, there is an entrance. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and check that out. But now we have the whole three enemy issue. Ooh, one stunned. Good. Finish him off. Yes. Yes. I'm not gonna lie. This is actually kind of fun. It's a little janky. I'm kind of enjoying this. Although this seems to just loop around. Okay, that looks like an exit. So I'm gonna go the other way then. This is probably gonna kill me. Oh god, there's three of them. Oh no. How far are you guys gonna chase me? Quite a ways, apparently. One of them gave up. Okay, I'll try two then. This should be alright. I do wish the dodging was a little more responsive. In general, the controls are quite responsive, particularly regular movement. But when you're blocking and you're doing the either side hop or back hop, it's not as responsive as I would like. If you can't just tap a direction and go that way. Like right here, I'll even hold the thing up to the stick, or the stick up to the mic. See, that's me clicking the stick right. And he's not going right. You actually have to hold it right for a little bit before it happens. So it doesn't happen instantly. And you know what? I'm actually gonna hop down and finish this guy, because I do want his 10 bucks. Give me your milk money, nerd. Oh, it's a door. Does this lead anywhere? I can't open this door. Oh, yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Ooh, do we have a chasm? Oh shit, yeah. Luckily the pathway is incredibly wide, so there's really no risk of falling there, but okay. Oh, there's a switch. Does this open that door? A switch! You flip it, and this is a dead end, meaning, yeah, that probably just opens the door I was just looking at. Is it open now? Yes, it is. Okay. So it's not something I backtrack to. We have cheerful music, so I think we're in town, and this guy isn't gonna kill me. Pardon me, but... Sorry, but I don't speak to anyone but the gods, even though I'm kind of doing that right now. And again, look at his very realistic-looking face. Again, clearly a photo, but surprisingly sharp and clear. Like, the faces in GoldenEye are mostly photographs, but they're incredibly blurry. I mean, they do have these solid, just fused together Lego hands, which basically all N64 games had. In Ocarina of Time, at least Link's hands have really two positions. There's open, which is where he has them at rest, but if you're like running, or if you're holding your sword or whatever, there's a second position of them closed. So they don't, he's not running around with his fists clenched like that all the time. But that's common in the era. Perfect Dark does exactly the same thing. Everyone's hands are always a clenched fist, which is really funny when you have cutscenes where they're like gesticulating at each other and they're doing it with weirdly clenched fists, which looks horribly unnatural. Mega Man Legends does that. Everyone has massive clenched fists in that game. So that's common for the era. So I'll give him a pass on that. But yeah, in general, the character models are very solid. Hello, identical looking man. Sorry, but I don't speak to anyone but the gods. Oh no, are they all gonna say that? No one's home. Oh, okay. So it's gonna be a very boring town. Now I just need to sit here and break barrels for 3 hours to heal. What is it, my liege? I am unused to such professionalism. Well, there aren't many more professional than me. Perhaps I can interest you in a steer skin. Oh. Of course. The only person that will speak to me is trying to sell me something. Do you want the steer skin for 300 bucks? Sure. An excellent choice, sire. Pleasure doing business with you. I should get this back to Herc. He'd probably like to check this place out too. Hopefully when Herc is here, people have more things to say. No one's home. No one's home. No one's home. No one's home. Say, nice coat. How much do you want for it? Sorry, it's not for sale. Also, you clearly already have a coat, and by the way, the coat you're wearing actually covers you better and looks a lot warmer than the thin little vest I'm wearing. I don't know why you would want a vastly inferior warmth-containing device than you already have. Maybe he just wanted to see me take it off so he could see my glorious pecs. Should I enter the house? Sure, why not? It's the only one I can, apparently. Oh, it's a scribe. Also, there's the thing for getting a medallion, but I don't actually know how to get up to it. Oh, what's in here? Ooh, nice giant warm fire. Some racks of tools. Look at that, there's a little hatchet and a weird melty turd on the, there's like a cow pie on the table. We have some weapons. A vertically stood up cow pie. I think that's supposed to be a buckler. Ooh, this is not a recycled model. Look at that. This one here, we have a sword in each slot and then a buckler on the end. This one, some of the swords have been taken and there's no buckler. So they didn't just copy paste the same rack of weapons there, which they totally could have. It's just nice to see a building with some fucking furnishings in it. His animation's a little bit goofy looking. He's not actually swinging that fast, which makes it look more cartoonish. Hello, young Steve. Oh, you know me. I have important news that I must convey to your friend Hercules. Please have him come see me, as it is of the utmost importance. Although if it's that important, I could really just tell you and then you could tell him. Also, while he's swinging his hammer, his, look at that, his ponytail flops around. It doesn't just, like, stay skinned in place. It is animated. See, it does just stay rigidly skinned in place here, where he leans forward and it clips into his body. But while he's swinging, it actually straightens out, meaning it is specifically animated. That's kind of nice. It's a throne here. Obviously, I'm going to stand on this. I can't sit on it, but I can at least sort of stand on it. Well, I fall through it, but as long as I'm walking, I can be on it. Right there, yes. Aha, this is my throne now, bitch. I really shouldn't be bothering to go up here, because I'm sure whatever's up here is for Herc only. Or it's a dead end. Oh, it goes back outside. Oh, does this lead to the... Oh, this leads to the place. Aha. Greetings, warrior. Would you pay homage to Demeter with $100? Sure. The acolytes give thanks. Please accept this medallion. There's only one more of those, right? Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna hop down, because I'm pretty sure there's no fall damage in this game. Indeed. And I'm going to ignore these people. Oh god, the frame rate! Oh god, I'm stuck on this rock, because now that... Oh god, okay, I take back what I said about the frame rate. Once the frame rate dropped there was so much, the frame rate was bad enough it was dropping inputs. I was hammering the jump button and nothing was happening. That was too many enemies on screen at once, which, if I had fought them all, there wouldn't be, so... That's just a side effect of running through them all. Oh my god.
This is great.
What have I done with my life?
This is great.
So like bring it over here, where you're gonna get it, and then just sort of like fingertip wiggle it, you know, like up and down, so we get some nice floppy woppy action. Yes, yes.
Hey, meter juice makes good plastic polish.
You got out of bed this morning. Did you think you'd be wiping wiener juice out of your car door?
Nope.